Hi, this is a quick demo or explanation for the Born Attackers clan concerning their BA Born Attackers website. They want to insert a tracker for online players into the front of their Joomla website. Now there are two ways of doing this. The first would be to publish information into a module position similar to this where the calendar is displayed at the moment, or to display it into the main content area where you've got the picture of the Born Attackers coat of arms, as it were, in the front page here. Now if you log into your Joomla and go into the back end, into the administration section, once you're in there you want to do a couple of things first. First of all, you want to go click on Extensions, Plugin Manager, and once you're on this page you want to look for the editor that you use for editing content or anything else which you're adding into your Joomla website. Look for Editor TinyMCE, click on this. You'll then open up the options for the editor itself. To the right you'll see one function that sometimes people forget to turn on. The functionality, I think by default, is set at Advanced. You want to turn that on to Extended. That way you have all of the options available to you when editing or adding articles within Joomla. Then as we look down the page, you'll see here now a line Prohibited Elements. Now the problem you've got at the moment is you've actually excluded yourself from being able to insert script or some lines of code or JavaScript in there. Now this box will probably have some other values in yours, but in this box now it needs something in there, even though I don't want to stop anything on my side. I want to be able to insert any script or code. By default it needs something in there. As you can read here, it says if you do not want to prohibit anything, enter dummy text, e.g. CMS. So I've done exactly that. I've entered in CMS here, and then obviously don't forget to save and close. And that should get rid of your first problem. But then I was thinking, how do you actually want to display this? Now if you just want to display this in a module position, you can click on Extensions again, Module Manager. Now we'll create a new module, and then you've got a couple of options. You can either add it as a custom HTML if you have that module installed in your Joomla installation, or as a wrapper. A wrapper is basically, it provides a window for you to then display another web page or web content inside of. Now that is what actually the definition of an iframe, but you already have the iframe code there. So now I'll show you a way of stripping that out so that you can then insert it into a wrapper into a module position. So if we go back to the actual code that you use to display your online players, as you can see at the top of the screen we have the start of the iframe statement, and then if you look down 2, 3, 4 lines now we have the end of the iframe statement. If you select all the text within those two opening and closing statements from cache down to the last end quote mark after 600 and copy, Control C. Now go back to your Joomla where we had the option before, custom HTML or wrapper. Click on wrapper. Now name it something appropriate, and obviously the normal options if you want to show or hide the label. Then to the right you'll see the URL, which this is actually the information that you want to display there. Now just click on that box and simply paste in that code which you just copied, which is the URL. Now I won't save it because I don't want to publish that to my site, but if I open up another browser window, we've got your Born Attackers website open here. If I click on the address bar there, I can paste in that code I've just copied and click enter, and there you see. So that's how it will appear within your Joomla page. But bear in mind, within the code for, back here again, within this code, cache onwards, there are some other variables within that you need to remember. The width and the height of the actual window itself, which can be adjusted. You can adjust that yourself. This is in pixels, so it's 200 pixels wide by 600 high. That might be too high for you. You can just reduce that. And if you only have a limited amount of space, you can enable scroll bars so that it won't be squashed up, but people will have to literally scroll from top to bottom to view the whole window. Well, that'll cure your problem anyway. I hope that helps. Cheers.